Hey guys, how's it going here? Pizzle's Tech Time, back at ya. Just got out of work today, and I just wanted to go over some things that have been on my mind lately. I just updated to Verizon's Gigabit service. I used to have 150 megabits per second, which was fine for me, but I heard they were getting Gigabit, and I was super excited. Because I was like, what techie doesn't want like extremely fast internet? I have about 20 devices constantly connected to the internet, which is not anything crazy, but I figured, what the hell, I might as well try it. So as soon as I got Gigabit, I noticed my internet had actually got slower. So I contacted Verizon tech support, and I said, you know, before I had gotten Gigabit, my internet was always 150. It was always 150 no matter what I was doing. Every single speed test on Wi-Fi or plugged in, it was always 150. Plugged in over Ethernet, it was always 150. So, as soon as I upgraded to Gigabit, I was getting like 80 megabits per second over Wi-Fi. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm paying double the price for this and my internet's slower. So I called Verizon and they said, no problem, we'll come fix it. So of course I was a little bit skeptical of this because I had just bought a brand new router and I had no issues. So the tech guy came to my house and I was at work, and he called my cell phone and he said, you have no issues with your service, I'm just gonna leave. And I was like, well, my Wi-Fi is not giving me the correct speeds. So he's like, oh, I didn't know it was a problem with your Wi-Fi. He's like, I thought it was your router. He's like, your router is showing the correct speed. It is showing that is getting gigabit speeds. And I said, I'm sure the router is getting gigabit speeds, but what I'm getting is nowhere near gigabit speeds. And I'm not plugging my computer into my router, nor is anybody else in the world. But, you know, they don't guarantee Wi-Fi speeds, but there's no way I'm paying for close to 1,000 megabits and getting 75. That would just be ludicrous. So, long story short, he replaced my ONT, I replaced my router, still barely any difference. Now I'm getting 150 over Wi-Fi, and Verizon is not taking any responsibility for it whatsoever. They're saying, oh, your devices are not capable of Gigabit. Let me just show you. I have a Galaxy S8 Plus. This is capable of Gigabit over 4G LTE. It's capable of Gigabit. It's also capable of Gigabit Wi-Fi. I have a HP Envy i7, which is capable of Gigabit Ethernet. I have run the tests. The Wi-Fi, it is definitely capable of running over 150 megabits per second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some speed tests. As of right now, I just bought a network extender in order to strengthen my Wi-Fi because it was so bad. And I'm still getting like less than a third of what the Gigabit has promised. So what I'm going to do is I am on 5G, and I'm just going to begin a speed test for you. Pretty much full bars on the Wi-Fi. So here we go. Now this might look good to some of you guys, but you have to remember that I'm supposed to be getting 950 megabits per second, and I'm right next to my repeater, not my repeater, my extender. It's ridiculous. Okay. 84 megabits per second, which I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure it's like 150 to 175. There's definitely something wrong with the app that they're using. And I'll run this test again really quick. Okay, so you see the test results. Now, you see my plan right there. 1024 by 1024. I'm getting 1/10 of what I'm supposed to get. Now, that's ridiculous. So let's retest that. Okay, still in the neighborhood. Now, if I was getting like 350, I would be okay with that because it's Wi-Fi. Now, you're not going to get nearly what you're supposed to get over Wi-Fi, but this is just terrible. Like, I'm going to go back down to 150 because I'm not paying double the price to get what I was paying for before. And my upload speeds are better than my download speeds. Verizon, there's something like something that you guys aren't telling your consumer. I think their router is not up to par with the Gigabit yet, and they just don't have an answer for it yet. But I'm gonna run a few more tests. So you see that there. Now I'm getting 150. See, so that's a lot better. But still nowhere near what I'm paying for. Okay, so now I am. Whoa, okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a quick test of the Xbox. It is connected directly to the router. Alright guys, we're going to do a quick check of the usage for the Xbox right here. And we're going to check the connection. It is directly connected with an Ethernet cord. So this should be a little bit better than Wi-Fi. I should be getting the full capabilities of the Gigabit network. 202 megabits per second. There's definitely an issue here. Okay, let's run that again. Now I'm just checking the network connection. It's plugged directly through Ethernet cord from my router. Okay, you see there, 187 megabits per second, 254 upload. So I'm constantly getting more in my upload than I am download. 55 millisecond latency. Alright, so I mean guys, this is crazy. This Gigabit thing that Fios is advertising as is a joke. So I'm going to do one final test here. I'm going to take my computer to the main router downstairs, and I'm going to plug it directly in to the Ethernet cord, and I'm going to see what I get. All right, guys. Okay, guys, we are here at the speed test for Verizon, and we are going to do a device speed test. As you can see, I am directly plugged in to the main router downstairs. If anything, I should be getting the full capabilities of Gigabit. Let's see. Okay. Now you see here, that's 800 megabits, 900 megabits per second. So you see, isn't that weird that the Wi-Fi, like, is not... The Wi-Fi is just not working. I have the Fios gateway router, they told me that was the best router that they have, and it is just not standing up. Like, it is not giving me anything near what it's supposed to. And I mean, you can see here, I've ran the tests. That's damn near close to gigabit that I'm getting hardwire. My Wi-Fi should be way more functional than it is. You see it right there. Still getting a little higher upload than I am download, which is a weird problem to have. But I mean, Verizon, what's going on here? If anybody really knows what could be the issue here, maybe let me know. But as far as I know, this should not be happening, and I'm pretty much, you know, I'm not gonna keep this. I'm not gonna keep this service because it is just not useful to me. I mean, I use Wi-Fi for all my devices except for a few, my Xbox One and maybe one other device. So I mean, that's it, guys. I just wanted to share with you my experience with this Gigabit. So until Verizon offers a fix for this, or gives me an explanation for why my Wi-Fi is a tenth of the speed of what they're offering me, and fixes it, I'm going to pretty much say that their Gigabit speed is a joke. Thanks, guys.